You've decided to put a middle finger up to the circadian rhythm. You hate the sun. You stay up late. You refuse to have any real semblance of a rhythm with nature. You wake up late. You scroll endlessly. You look for cheap dopamine. You lack effort. You neglect doing hard things. You're out of shape. You eat a bunch of goy slop. You chase ass and not assets. You hang out with crackheads and God knows what other sort of vices people have that you surround yourself with. You're too lazy to work long hours or even focus on a quest. You can't seem to lore max. You forget that stories require experience, and you refuse to embark on anything that will make you even remotely uncomfortable. You feel sorry for yourself, right? You loathe in your own self-pity. You decide to lock yourself up at all hours of the day to never have to face the truth and look in the mirror and be disgusted with what you've done and what you've become. And you knew nothing to change that shit. And that's the problem until you realize you didn't get this far to get this far. And that's when the journey starts. That's when the scar tissue can heal. That is when you can truly move forward. You can have skin in the game. You can withstand heartbreak. You can sort of gnaw at the gristle. You can overcome the fractures, the fissures. And look, you can sort of become the captain of your own ship. That's how you become a great man. And it's painful. It's lonely. It's tragic, but it's rewarding. And I think most importantly, it's the talk that you give yourself. And it's a constant daily renovating endeavor, meaning you every day you have to wake up and decide, this is my time. Who I was before is no longer who I'm going to be. And you decide and you make that a permanent part of your existence. And once you can do that, once you can tell yourself, hey, you know what? This is who I am moving forward. And you deny yourself the ability to go back and revert to who you used to be, then you can really make some changes. Then you can really, as they say, honor your ancestors and provide the sort of mark that you deserve to leave on this earth. And I think that's the beauty of being a great man, is that part, right? Is knowing that you have a lot more to give than what you've been giving, and that you have a debt that you need to serve, not to anyone else, but to yourself. And I think that's the beauty, right? Is that one, you can face yourself, face your demons, and absorb them into your being. That's when you can sort of have a natural inclination to push forward and get past this former decrepit version of yourself, right? The Neanderthal of yourself, right? And you get rid of all those vices and you turn them into something more positive, and you use them to do something which is going to have impact on your life, but also those around you. And I think that's the beauty, right? Is just seeing how far you can push yourself, how far can you go. And I think that's the beauty. And so you don't have to complicate it. There is no science to it. Everybody has to go in a route that seems fit and natural to them. There is no prescribed path per se. And if you go that route, you may find yourself feeling a little bit empty inside. And so you have to, that's the difficulty, right? Is finding what fits for you, finding what are your natural strengths and what you've been destined to do, what your mission is, what your purpose in life is supposed to be. And you have to kind of romanticize that. And you have to decide that it's my movie. I'm the main character. And I have to make it worthy of being filmed. I have to make it something that deserves to be written down and recorded for future reference. And if it isn't that yet, don't fret. A man is always in his prime. You can always kind of wake up and decide today is the day. It just will take some time to materialize, right? But the baby steps, right? The butterfly effect, there ultimately will give you sort of the grand scheme of things. Anyhow, I hope this helps, and I'll see you in the next one.